Alright guys, it's your boy NF Tinker. You know what I do. Unofficial community developer for the Batcal community and official community developer for the NFTs, Matrix, and NFT collection. Let me go show you guys what I did and why I'm here in front of you. I created the Rarity Calculator for the mirrors by Demsky on the Anima supply website. Let's go ahead and check it out and see how you can find out the rarity of your mirror by Demsky. Yeah, Demsky. So check this out. So here's the website we're looking at right now. This is my mirror that was given to me for creating this Rarity Calculator. I'm so glad, so blessed to be a part of this. Here's my mirror. Here are my traits. I have this by going to the Anima Supply website, clicked on my profile, and I saw my mirror by Dempsey and my Anima edition. So we go ahead and click on this. This is my mirror by Demsky. This is a really cool way to find out my traits. And let's see how you can go ahead and find out the rarity of yours. So let's do this. If we go to my Google Sheet, which I'm going to drag into the screen really quickly, the Google Sheet will be the link in description right here. This is an editable Google Sheet for anyone to go ahead and edit. And let me go show you guys how to use this Google Sheet. So this is the main stage for the Anima Rarity Sheet. It will show all the traits out there entirely. It has every single listed trait and how many cows own that trait, and the rarity tier, which I'll explain in this video. So as you can see here, there are 11 well, there are a total of there's 7, I believe it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 categories possible, right? 9 possible categories, over 91 traits total currently, with more being added every single month. So let's skip over the Rarity Calculator right now. We'll come back into this pretty soon. The fluctuations, here are all the fluctuations. There are a total of 11 traits with are recorded with 2,152 attributes. Now it's not 100% up to date because we do have to manually update it once a month. We're working on automatic stuff depending on the feedback we get about this. If you guys like this, we'll try to get a live website going for you guys to have an automatic update as fast as possible. And yeah, so you can look at every single category in every single trait you have to see the rarity of it. The rarity percentage is basically how many mirrors have that specific trait. So fluctuation, 52.88% have no fluctuation trait. If you look at mine right here, fluctuation trait, I don't see it. Oh, I have 5. So my fluctuation trait is 5. So I actually have a rare trait. 5.2% of NFTs have this. But in the hierarchy of rarity, let me show you guys what the Rarity Grouping Calculator attribute is. So that is for this calculator entirely. The lowest level attribute is base, so there's a 100% chance of having it because that's the most common one. As you go up with the rarity, it scales. So the rarest attribute is obviously in the top percentage, so it's in the top. If you have fluctuation 9, you're in the top 0.56 percentage. If you have a fluctuation 10, you're in the top 1.53, because that is the top 1.53% if you combine the highest 2 attributes, and so forth. So if you have the lowest base attribute, which is none, that's the base. So 52.88% of people do not have an attribute for fluctuation. Same thing if you go next to form. You go to form, there's Adhera, Aludra, Cyrus, Zeta, and Mizram. If you look at mine, this is the form. I have form Adhara, which is the most basic one. So my rarity is 100% because it's the most base one. Now you want as low of a number as possible. You want to be in the top like 3.2% if possible. So I'm in the top 100%, which means I have the worst trait in this category, which is fine. Only 55.27% of other people have this, but it is the most common trait in this category. Go to frequency and so forth. You can do this with every single one. I'm not going to do it for all of them because you guys can do it yourself. Now let's move on to see what the Rarity Calculator is and how exactly it can be used. So the Rarity Calculator is based on a hypothetical situation of what is the most rare and the most common combination of mirrors. So if you look here, it has all the traits you just saw. All you do is look at it. If you're gonna use it, just switch it from open to busy to closed. Oh, that's really bad. Open to closed. Oh, I have to fix that. Anyways, so you switch it from open to closed. If you're done, you go to open. and then if you want to use it, you got to put it to close. And no one uses it if it's closed. If nothing's moving for a little bit, then you can switch it back to open. But yeah, so once you go in here, you switch it to closed when you're using it. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch it to closed. I have to add the S. And then you start putting in your own trade. So if I look here, fluctuation, let's find my fluctuation. I have fluctuation 5, which I already put in here. For form, let's find form. Do I have form? I have form Adhara, which is already in there because I just did this. Frequency, none. Do I have frequency? I have no frequency. So I'm going to put none. Vibration, 3, and so forth. So you fill out your form until you see the rarity score. The rarity score is not including the attribute of sight. We'll talk about why in a second. So the rarity score is simply combining the rarity of the minted NFT. So my rarity score is 51.251. The highest and most rare mirror is 95.845. The worst one, which would be the most common mirror, is number 0. So it doesn't do it in full numbers because it's all about imagine a leaderboard of some kind. That's what this is exactly. So my score is 51.251, which means I'm probably middle ground-ish. Maybe on the top 60%, I would say, maybe the top 40%. And that is exactly how you find out your trait. Now let's find out. Let's say you don't have fluctuation, you put in none. If I have Mizram, I'd put in Mizram. If I go to Perlin, I type in Perlin 6, and boom, it would give me a different score. Look at that, it's more rare because I have more rare attributes. And yeah, this is the only thing you can edit. You can't edit anything anywhere else. And now let's go to this section. So full score. What exactly is the full score? The full score is including the site category. The reason why is because with this project, you can upgrade it on Web 2 websites. So the Discord is the most common website you can upgrade it on. I'm gonna go make a video about adding the Discord site to my mirror pretty soon once I figure out how to do it myself. But so the rarity score is simply checking your main traits, not including sight, because sight is what you're actively doing. It's checking for the base mirror. And then the full score is including the sites you put it on. Every site you put it on, depending on how rare the site is, will give you anywhere between 0 or anywhere between like 0.01 to 10 points for every single website you put it on. So if let's say I have it on Discord, boom, extra almost 10 points. Let's say I'm one of the few people that have it on size. Another extra 10 points because it's a rare site to have it on. So your goal is to go ahead and have as many sites as possible because every site gives you an extra 10 points. And the more points, the more you have it on, the higher your score is going to be. Okay? Once you have everything, that's your score. Write it down, take a picture, whatever. That is your score. Now, it can change depending on how many people start putting their NFTs on these websites because they'll become less common or more common. The more common a site is, the less points is given to you. Your whole goal is to have the most unique cowl possible, which is in the lowest percentage possible. So that is what this Rarity Calculator is grading. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm around, I'm available. If you like this, please subscribe, like, follow. I want to make more sites, more useful tools for communities in the NFT space. As much as possible. So thank you so much for your time. I'll catch you guys later. Like, follow, subscribe, share on Twitter, Facebook, Discord, and everything. Peace out, and have a great day, ladies and gentlemen.